Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody? It's your boy Thulas, and let's talk about Africa. Now, we all know Africa is rich, right? Diamonds, gold, oil, you name it, Africa's got it. But here's the thing. If Africa is so wealthy, why are so many people struggling? That's the untold story we're diving into today. We're about to expose the system designed to keep Africa down. From rigged trade deals to economic manipulation. Get ready to have your mind blown wide open because we're about to break down how the West exploits Africa, and most importantly, how we can fight back. Let's kick things off in Niger, the land of scorching sun, and ironically, uranium. You see, uranium is this little thing that powers nuclear reactors, the things that keep the lights on in many parts of the world. Now guess who's the world's biggest consumer of nuclear energy? Yep, France. And guess where France gets most of its uranium? You got it, Niger. But here's the kicker. Niger sells its uranium to France for a measly 82 cents per kilogram. France then turns around and resells it on the international market for over 200 euros per kilogram. That's a profit margin that would make a used car salesman blush. Meanwhile, back in Niger, people are struggling with constant power outages. It's like selling your kidney to buy a bottle of water. Just doesn't make sense, does it? Next stop, the Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC for short. Now, if you're watching this on your smartphone, chances are you've got a little piece of the DRC in your hand. See, the DRC holds over 70% of the world's cobalt, a key ingredient in those shiny lithium-ion batteries that power our digital lives. But here's the dark side. The people mining this tech essential are often paid a pittance, sometimes as little as $1 a day. And we're not just talking about adults here, folks. Children are forced into this dangerous work too. So the next time you're scrolling through Instagram, remember the human cost hidden behind those sleek gadgets. Let's head south to South Africa, a land blessed with an abundance of natural beauty, and, you guessed it, more resources than you can shake a stick at. We're talking gold, we're talking diamonds, the bling-bling that makes the world go round. But here's the catch. A big chunk of this sparkly industry is still controlled by foreign companies, many with roots tracing back to the colonial era. These companies extract the wealth, ship it overseas, and leave little but environmental damage and economic inequality in their wake. It's like inviting someone over for dinner, having them eat all your food, and then hand you the bill for washing the dishes. Chapter 4. Zimbabwe's land grab. When taking back backfires. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get real. We're talking about Zimbabwe, a country that dared to challenge the status quo. You see, after independence, much of the land was still owned by a white minority, a relic of colonial rule. So, Zimbabwe decided to take back the land and redistribute it to its people. Sounds fair, right? Well, the West wasn't too happy about it. Cue the economic sanctions, the isolation from the global financial system, the whole shebang. It's like being grounded by your parents, except instead of missing out on a party, you're missing out on economic opportunities. Chapter 5. Ghana and Ivory Coast's Cocoa Conundrum, Bitter Truth Behind Sweet Treats. Who doesn't love a good chocolate bar? It's the go-to comfort food, the sweet escape from reality. But while we're indulging in our chocolatey goodness, let's not forget where that cocoa comes from. Ghana and Ivory Coast, two West African nations, produce over 70% of the world's cocoa. Yet they only see a tiny fraction of the profits generated by the global chocolate industry. We're talking 3% of a $130 billion market. It's like writing a hit song and only getting paid in pennies every time it plays on the radio. Chapter 6. The CFA franc, Africa's monetary ball and chain. Let's talk money, or more specifically, the CFA franc. Now this isn't your average currency, folks. This is a currency used by 14 African nations, mostly former French colonies. And guess what? It's controlled by France. You heard that right. These countries are required to keep 50% of their foreign reserves in France's central bank. It's like giving your roommate access to your bank account, not exactly a recipe for financial independence. Ah, the IMF and World Bank, those benevolent institutions here to help developing nations, right? Well, not so fast. While they might present themselves as saviors, their loans often come with strings attached, and these strings can be suffocating. High interest rates, strict austerity measures, and policies that often benefit foreign corporations over local populations. It's a recipe for disaster. It's like taking out a loan to pay off another loan, and then another, and another. You see where this is going, right? Let's talk about foreign aid. That seemingly altruistic gesture of wealthy nations lending a helping hand to those in need. But hold on, because things aren't always as they seem. Often this aid comes with conditions, stipulations that can undermine a nation's sovereignty. Accept foreign military bases on your soil, award lucrative contracts to our companies, implement policies that align with our interests. Sound familiar? It's like giving someone a gift, but then telling them exactly how they can and cannot use it. Now, before you start thinking all hope is lost, let's talk solutions. Africa has the potential to break free from these exploitative systems and chart its own course. Imagine a continent where resources are controlled by Africans, where trade deals are fair and equitable, where dependence on Western financial institutions is a thing of the past. It's not a pipe dream, folks. It's within reach. But let's be real. The path to a brighter future isn't without its obstacles. Corruption within African governments, the legacy of colonialism, the ever-present threat of neo-colonialism, these are challenges that cannot be ignored. And let's not forget about new players on the block, like China and Russia, who are eager to fill the void left by the West, often with their own agendas. So how do we overcome these challenges? Well, for starters, let's talk about African unity. Imagine a single currency, a pan-African currency, similar to the euro. This would not only facilitate trade and investment within the continent, but also reduce dependence on volatile foreign currencies. And how about a single African central bank, an institution that prioritizes the continent's economic well-being? Now that's what I call taking control. No more exporting raw materials, folks. It's time for Africa to move up the value chain. Instead of shipping out raw cocoa beans, let's build chocolate factories right here on African soil. Let's transform our oil into refined petroleum products, our diamonds into sparkling jewelry. Let's show the world that Africa is not just a source of cheap resources, but a hub of innovation and manufacturing prowess. Remember that African unity we talked about? Well, the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, or AfCFTA for short, is a giant leap in the right direction. By reducing trade barriers and promoting intra-African trade, we can create jobs, boost economies, and reduce reliance on fickle Western markets. It's about time Africa starts trading with itself. The key to a brighter future lies in investing in our greatest asset, our people. We need to nurture African talent, foster innovation, and create an environment where technology can thrive. Let's build world-class universities, support tech startups, and empower the next generation of African entrepreneurs. Look, let's be real. Africa has been dealt a tough hand. For too long, we've been tricked, exploited, and denied our rightful place on the global stage. But here's the thing. We have the power to change that. We have the resources, the talent, and the determination to build a brighter future for ourselves and generations to come. It starts with awareness, with understanding the systems that keep us down. It starts with demanding better from our leaders, from holding them accountable for their actions. It starts with supporting African businesses, promoting African culture, and telling our own stories. Now is the time to rise up, to unite, and to demand financial justice for Africa. Share this message far and wide. Let's make some noise, and let's reclaim our narrative. The future of Africa is in our hands. Let's make it a future we can all be proud of.